But before starting, let me take the attendance. So yesterday we have discussed about all these menus. File menu, edit menu, third is the view menu, insert menu, format menu, tools menu, and data menu and window menu. So these all menus we have discussed yesterday, and we have also discussed the functions in spreadsheets. So few of the functions we have seen. Let us see the other functions. Now, who all came afterwards? Rachit Kesaria, Chitransh, Abhinav Singh, you all came afterwards, no?
Sir, me.
Those who came afterwards, you can raise your hand and I will mark your attendance. Vedant Nigam is still not raising his hand. So you can see over here, these menus we have discussed. Vis-a-vis 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of them we have discussed yesterday. You have to remember all of them. Whichever way you want to remember them, I have learned it like this. File, edit, view, insert, FT, HD, W. So you can remember whichever way you want to remember. So these menus we have discussed once again. Let us revisit them. File menu have all of these. You can export this file as a PDF. You can save it. There are wizards. You can see the print preview. Last option is exit. Edit menu, you can see cut, copy, paste options are there. Grammar, find and replace. Delete cells, delete content. View menu, you can see the page break preview. While before printing, if you want that the particular page should come this way or that way, you should go to a page break preview. Formula bar, status bar, columns and row headers. Another is insert. You can insert rows and columns. You can insert special characters and functions. So we are discussing functions over here just now. So these are the functions. You can see this is a function wizard. All you do not have to understand. And you can insert a function from it. This is the list. You can see this list right across. Sum, average, minimum, maximum, if. So many functions are there. Even I do not know maximum of them because I have never used them. But there are so many functions. Most of them, these are the categories in which you can divide these functions: logical, mathematical, statistical. Now, we only need few of them, like the mathematical functions, only few of them, like the maximum, minimum.
Sum and subtraction, multiplication.
Yeah. These are the functions, common functions that you have to: minimum, maximum, average, sum. So let us proceed with this and see what we can do here. So here we'll move forward with this menu part. So first one is an average function. If you want, you can take a screenshot. So average function, I'll be demonstrating this average function to you. The next one is count the number of cells. This is the count function. What you can see over here, as I've already told you, this is the range.
Yes, sir.
Next is the maximum function. This also I will be demonstrating this to you. Next is the minimum function. Then calculate the standard deviation. You need not study this standard deviation. This is also you need not study. Sum function. I've already demonstrated this to you. Absolute function. This gives us the absolute value. Absolute value means what I can say is the positive part of it. It converts the whatever value you put into this, it will convert into the plus. Okay, let us see few of this and then we can proceed then. So I'm sharing this. चलिए देखते हैं इसको कैसे करना है. So first one is let us insert some values. So I have inserted some random values. और अभी मैं इसमें यहाँ पर सम फंक्शन मैं लगाना चाहता हूँ. अगर मैं यहाँ पर सम फंक्शन लगाना चाहता हूँ, then it's very simple, you know that. यहाँ पर 227 is the sum over here. ये मैंने कल बताया था आपको. The range is from C2
Yes.
C2 to C10. You can see over here C2 to C10. This is the range.
Yes, sir.
C2 to C10 is the range.
Yes.
Now the next one, if I want to apply a maximum, if I write over here, now I'm changing this, and I'm writing over max. So you can easily see the maximum number out of this is 67. The range is still the same, and I've applied a maximum function. You can see this is 67. Now in the same case, now let me write over here min. If I write over here min, which is the minimum, you can see clearly it's the first cell which is having a value of 1. This is the minimum function. Now let me do this again. I'm applying a different function, average. Well, this is giving an error, and now we have to see why it is giving an error. Let me check. This should not give an error. As you can see over here, this should not give an error. Now let me try another one. Here they have not given any average function. Absolute function is there. You can see on the right hand side. Let me try this. So simply they are using this average.
sir.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes. Let me try this. Yes, who is this? So I'll be writing average.
Sir, I was saying
Yeah.
that if we can just select these numbers and then we can press that sigma style button, that button, so
No, no,
then
no,
that
no,
average will
no,
come.
no. I'll have to check. I'll have to check. I cannot definitely say.
Oh,
So you can see this is the average. Actually, this is the average. You have to write average cap. You have to write this is the average. Now he's saying that we can delete. Let me try this. I'm deleting this. I'm selecting all of this. Let me try this. Now average is not given over here, so I cannot try this.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir,
Yeah.
uh, there's it is F and Fs. So only we have to do for F only, no?
What F?
At the average, so at the side one functions. So where you have marked the circle. So there are two. The
No,
average.
you have to write only average. You have not noticed that. Average you have to write. Average C2 to C10. Let me give you the average. You have to write average over here. Please see here. Do not get confused. See over here. This is the range. Now the next function is an absolute function. Now suppose I'm writing over here. Let me delete these values first of all. Now suppose I'm writing over here. Say anything. 786 minus 786.231. So I've written this value over here. Now I want this to be an absolute. So I'll select this. मुझे इसकी absolute पता करना है मुझको. तो मैं इसको no minus 786.231. मुझे इसकी absolute value पता करनी है. So I'll write here. I'll write over here equals to ABS. And what is the cell address? C11. You can see the value over here. नीचे एब्सोल्यूट वैल्यू आ चुकी है. यहाँ पर आप देख सकते हैं. यू कैन सी इट ओवर हियर क्लियरली. This is not working. So this is the absolute value. You can see this clearly. Can you see this?
Yes, sir.
So these are few of the functions we have seen. Count and then count again. Very very simple function count. You have to just apply count and it will give you a value. Then max function, minimum function, then raised exponential function, like exponentiation. If you want any value to raise to the power of e, then, but you don't need this, just know. Just give me a second. Chart I've already explained to you. So we'll stop here today, and
Yes, sir.
we'll stop here today, and then